Ladies and gentlemen, this came out in the Los Angeles Times, June 21st, 2020. The World Health Organization reports the largest single day increase in coronavirus cases. So, no more talk about, hey, the warm weather is going to make it go away. No, it didn't. So much for that. I think that was wishful thinking from the start. The World Health Organization on Sunday reported the largest single day increase in coronavirus cases by its count at more than 183,000 new cases worldwide in the latest 24 hours. The UN Health Agency said Brazil led the way with 54,771 cases, tailed and the US next with 36,617, but they insist on reopening. You really, truly, look, we really, truly got the dumbest MFers on the planet leading. We really do. But moving on, more than 15,400 were recorded in India. Experts say rising cases count can reflect multiple factors, including more widespread testing as well as broader infections. Overall, in the pandemic, WHO recorded 8,708,008 cases, 183,020 in the last 24 hours, and 461,715 deaths worldwide, with a daily increase of 4,748. More than 2/3 of those new deaths were reported in the Americas. In Spain, officials ended the national state of emergency after 3 months of lockdown, allowing 47 million residents to freely travel around the country for the first time since March 14th. The country also dropped a 14-day quarantine for visitors from Britain and the 26 European countries that allowed visa-free travel. But there was only a trickle of travelers at the Madrid Barajas airport, which on a normal June day would be bustling. Well, you ain't gonna see that no more. The freedom that we now have, not having to justify our journey to see our family and friends, this was something that we were really looking forward to. Spain Prime Minister urged people to take maximum precautions. The virus can return and it can hit us again in a second wave. And we have to do whatever we can do to avoid that at all costs. At a campaign rally in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Trump said Saturday the U.S. has tested 25 million people, but the bad part is that it found more cases. So we know what Trump said, and it was stupid. So White House trade advisor Peter Navarro said on CNN that Trump was being tongue-in-cheek and made the comments in a light mood. Democratic rival Joe Biden campaign accused Trump of putting politics ahead of the safety and economic well-being of the American people. The U.S. has the world's highest number of reported infections, more than 2.2 million, and the highest death toll at about 120,000, according to the count maintained by Johns Hopkins University. Health officials say robust testing is vital for tracking outbreaks and keeping the virus in check, which you haven't done. In England, lockdown restrictions prevented Druid, pagan, and partygoers on Sunday from watching the sunrise at the ancient circle of Stonehenge to mark the summer solstice, the longest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. When I was over in Europe, they were doing that even back then. So they've been doing that for a very long time. Okay. The number of confirmed virus cases is still growing rapidly, not only in the US, but in Brazil, South Africa, and other countries, especially in Latin America. Brazil's health ministry said the number of cases had risen by more than 50,000 in a day. Wow. And the country has nearly 50,000 fatalities, the second highest death toll in the world, behind the US. South Africa reported a one-day high of almost 5,000 new cases on Saturday and 46 deaths. Despite the increase, President Cyril Ramaphosa announced a further loosening of one of the world's strictest lockdowns. Casinos, beauty salons, and sit-down restaurant services will reopen. In the United States, the virus appeared to be spreading across the West and South. Arizona reported more than 3,100 new infections, just short of Friday's record, and 26 deaths. Nevada also reported a new high of 445 cases. In Europe, a single meatpacking plant in Germany had over 1,000 cases. So the regional government issued a quarantine for all 6,500 workers, managers, and family members. In Asia, China, and South Korea reported new coronavirus cases Sunday in outbreaks that threatened to set back their recoveries. China recorded 25 new cases. China's lying. Beijing, 22. In the last week, Beijing tightening travel controls by requiring everyone who wants to leave China City, a city of 20 million people, to show proof they tested negative for the virus. China's lying about those numbers. They're lying. I don't believe they have only 29 new. I don't believe them. In South Korea, nearly 200 infections have been traced to employees at a door-to-door sales company in Seoul, and at least 70 other infections are tied to a table tennis club. Sorry about that, y'all. But South Korea officials are reluctant to enforce stronger social distancing to avoid hurting the economy. So typical. Yeah, the Asian nations are all going to report super low numbers. I don't believe them. But y'all, please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. The World Health Organization said it was the biggest single day increase of coronavirus cases worldwide this past Sunday. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.